Grace is different from both of them. Grace is when you get what you don't deserve. Do you understand that? God has this thing that he passes out called grace. You ever heard old people say, all I want is a little more grace? Because guess what? He passes it out and he gives you things you don't deserve. I do not deserve this life I have. I'm just telling you flat out. The money I make, where I live, what I drive, how I travel, how I vacation, I don't deserve it. I work really hard, but I really don't deserve all this. I don't. I ain't that good a Christian. I'm telling you flat out, I don't deserve it. But he gave me grace. He let me survive homelessness. He brought me from dark, man. I've been out. Y'all don't know. I've been in it, man. I'm so grateful that God let me have this life he gave me that I don't even know what to do. Do you know when I was homeless, I told God every day, if you let me make it, when I get there, I'm going to tell everybody it was you. Well, guess what? I'm telling you that it was him. I have no education. I ain't got a degree of any kind. What you see today is a boy that come out the bottom who believed in him when it wasn't no sign of me getting over, who kept doing this thing that his mother taught. She said, when it get dark for you and you can't find your way, and boy, I was lost. She said, don't forget to pray. Don't be ashamed to pray. And don't ever be too proud to pray, because prayer changes things. You have got to pray. You know what you ought to get? You ought to create your relationship with God. Because if you do that, he's going to put some grace on you. And he's going to give you some things you don't deserve. Then you won't need no education. You won't need to go and complete the program no more. You ain't got to go over here and ask nobody will they hire you. God takes you to places that you never ever thought you go. I never saw myself here. But that God I serve, he saw me here. And he put me here. And all I'm doing right now is telling you that with God you can make it. I don't know why he had you come to this show. I don't know why I'm telling it to you like this today. But if you ain't ever tried God, listen to me. You should try him. Because he's very available to you right now. He don't love me no more than he love you. If God can pick me up, and you have no idea who you're really looking at. You don't know what I've done. If God can change me, he changed anybody in this room. God is good, man. Give God a chance. I appreciate it. Failure is a part of the process. You have to fail to win. You have to lose your fear of failure. Failure is a part of the process. People who never fail, never try. You have to fail. You got to get it wrong to get it right. You learn nothing from winning. You only learn from your failures. Warren Buffett said he won't even invest in a person's business unless they failed in 2 other businesses. Because now you know what not to do. And so I think that's probably the biggest thing, man. I've overcome so many failures. I've failed more times than I've succeeded. I tell you the truth, man. It's like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan took 949 game-winning shots. He only made 123. He's the greatest basketball player to ever live. He only made 123 game-winning shots. He took 949 of them. All you got to do is win some of the time. A professional baseball player, out of every 10 at bat, if he hits the ball 3 times out of 10, he makes millions of dollars. You understand? If a basketball player makes 50% of his shots, he makes millions of dollars. All he got to do is hit half of them. Not at the free throw, but in the game. That's what you got to learn. Probably the other thing for me is when I stopped living my life in probabilities and started living only in possibility. Probability is when somebody gives you a statistic, like they told me, 1 in every 20,000 comedians will get on the Tonight Show. That was the odds. And I went, cool. And the dude went, what do you mean cool? I said, I'm going to get on the Tonight Show. He said, no, you didn't listen to me. He said, 1 in every 20,000 ever make it to the Tonight Show. Excuse me. You did say 1, didn't you?